Thank you, Senator Markey. I oppose this amendment and urge that my colleagues vote no. The underlying bill is a bipartisan bill. This amendment is not drafted or intended to further those bipartisan aims. Rather, this amendment is a partisan critique of President Trump and the Trump administration.
Today on Hot News Today, things got seriously heated in the Senate. And yes, it was all about Trump, crony capitalism, and a showdown that had everyone glued to their seats. So here's what happened. Senator Ed Markey took the floor and didn't hold back. He went straight for the jugular, accusing Trump of turning America's economy into a playground for political friends, basically saying if you're not loyal, you're out. Markey wanted a study officially to look at how this crony capitalism could be scaring off foreign investors.
Are there any additional amendments or additional discussion?
Mr. Chairman.
Senator Markey.
I want to call up next Markey Amendment number 3.
It is called up. You may proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, this amendment would ensure the report considers the impact on foreign direct investment when President Trump makes financial success dependent on political favors or personal loyalty to him. Investors place capital where the rules are predictable, and success depends on innovation, not political loyalty. When foreign companies perceive that advancement in the United States market requires currying favor with politicians, they view the environment as corrupt or risky. This perception deters legitimate investment, particularly from allies who expect transparent, rules-based commerce. Such crony capitalism is pervasive in the Trump administration. The examples are endless. Apple CEO Tim Cook brings a custom glass plaque with a 24-karat gold base to the White House for Trump. A UAE ruler invests in a Trump-linked crypto fund 2 weeks before securing Trump's approval on a major semiconductor deal. Companies with the closest Trump connections receive tariff waivers, while those without such connections are left out. Day after day, companies with ties to the White House and Donald Trump are rewarded with favorable contracts and political benefits. And these types of deals are offensive to a rules-based economy and will inevitably give investors pause about investing in the United States. For that reason, Markey Amendment number 3 would ensure that the report studies how such crony capitalism and political favoritism affect foreign investment decisions, and I urge an aye vote.
He didn't mince words, called out tech CEOs cozying up to the White House, foreign rulers dropping cash into Trump-linked funds, and companies with the right connections getting special treatment. Markey said, day after day, companies with ties to the White House and Donald Trump are rewarded with favorable contracts and political benefits. Then, boom, Ted Cruz fires back. He says Markey's move isn't about policy, it's just a political hit job. Cruz argues that dragging Trump into a bipartisan bill is just going to make things even messier. He tells the committee, this amendment is not drafted or intended to further bipartisan aims. It is rather to advance partisan critique. The vote goes down. Republicans, nearly all say no. Democrats, they stick with Markey. Final score, 15 no, 13 yes. Markey's amendment, dead on arrival. But here's the real takeaway.
Thank you, Senator Markey. I oppose this amendment and urge that my colleagues vote no. The underlying bill is a bipartisan bill. This amendment is not drafted or intended to further those bipartisan aims. Rather, this amendment is a partisan critique of President Trump and the Trump administration. Now, I recognize it is no secret to anyone in this room that Senator Markey disagrees with President Trump, and indeed our Democrat colleagues disagree with President Trump. But at the end of the day, the purpose of this bill is not to voice the political disagreement of some members of this body with President Trump. It is rather to advance bipartisan ends. And so for those reasons, I urge a no vote. Is there any additional discussion?
Roll call vote, please.
Clerk will call the roll.
Mr. Thune?
No by proxy.
Mr. Wicker? No. Mrs. Fisher? No. Mr. Moran? No. Mr. Sullivan?
No by proxy.
Mrs. Blackburn? No. Mr. Young? No. Mr. Budd? No. Mr. Schmidt? No. Mr. Curtis? Mr. Moreno? No. Mr. Sheehy? No. Mrs. Capito? No. Ms. Lummis? No. Ms. Cantwell?
Aye.
Ms. Klobuchar?
Aye by proxy.
Mr. Schatz?
Aye by proxy.
Mr. Markey,
Aye.
Mr. Peters,
Aye.
Ms. Baldwin, Ms. Duckworth,
Aye by proxy.
Ms. Rosen, Mr. Lujan, Mr. Hickenlooper, Mr. Fetterman,
Aye by proxy.
Mr. Kim, Ms. Blunt
Aye by
Rochester,
proxy.
Mr. Cruz.
No.
The noes are 15, the yeses are 13.
The amendment is not adopted.
This fight wasn't just about one amendment, it's about whether Washington is driven by fairness and innovation, or by political favors and payback. Marky says we need answers. Cruz says it's just partisan noise. One thing's clear. The battle over America's economic soul is just getting started. Want more unfiltered Senate drama? Hit subscribe, smash that bell, and stay tuned to Hot News Today.